Well, hi there everyone, and welcome back to Feed the Beast Monster, where I am stood right below the tree farm, which is being very noisy. Down here we have our mob trap. We've been working on it for a few weeks, and it is finally done. You remember I had to go off and get the safari nets. I was trying to get some more mobs to go into it. Well, I spent quite a bit of time doing that. I spent most of it hopping around in Mistcraft worlds to get the various things I hadn't got. And here we are. We have a total selection of 9 different colours. As I'm sure you remember, each different colour tells our little turtle in the mob trap to pull a different safari net out with a different mob in it. Our tank is pretty much empty, but I'm sure there's enough in there to spawn a few mobs. So we did ghasts last time. I went back into that scar and got another slime. So let's just put slimes on for a second, actually. The blazes are being killed behind us. And if we wait just for a few seconds, there we go, a slime pops out. And another one. And they die very quickly. What else can we do? Spiders. We've still got a few slimes in which haven't been killed yet. But now spiders should start to form. Any second now, whenever it feels like it. Come along, spiders. There we go, spiders. So spiders form and die. We've got slimes, ghasts, endermen, skeletons, creepers and spiders. I couldn't see any point in putting zombies in. We've also got pigs, cows and chickens. So we can now spawn chickens in here because all our chickens were eaten by the ocelot. So again, if we wait, it takes a few seconds for it to actually start spawning for some reason. The turtle does put them in straight away, but it just takes a few seconds to get going. Probably the most dangerous are the endermen because they could teleport out. But they don't seem to, which is good. I obviously won't look at them, otherwise they will teleport to me. So there we go, there is an enderman spawned, there's another, and they are being killed quickly by the grinders. I think they could teleport out if they needed to, but... So that all works pretty well. I can now get mob drops as and when I like them. And as you can see, I have been doing. I've got another 9 ghast tears in here, some gunpowder, bones, string, a couple of spider eyes, 7 slime balls, 3 ender pearls, an egg. So it's going pretty darned well. That is all switched off now. Yes, the one final thing that needs doing is this. This is the cable which comes around to the back to my killing mechanism, which is that row of pellet guns. I've just wired it in along the floor so it can come up to here. It now just needs filling in fact. So that we have a nice walkway. Is that all? Just don't want any mobs spawning in the back here. That should do, I think. Especially because I can't click anymore. So just fill all of that in and get a little bit of light in here. There we go, I think that is fine, apart from that horrible block. It's all very bricky back here, but that's fine. So the final thing we need is to put the kill switch on the front. That's what this is for. But I'm not going to set it off with a lever, I'm going to set it off with a button. And can you believe in this entire series I've not made a button yet? I can't believe it either, so if we just hop into this bag, Let's get some stone and craft up a button. Pop it on the front. Now, if anything does go wrong, if we have spawned some terrifying skeletons, which we might even get before the grinders do, and it's all going horribly wrong. Come on, skeletons. There we go. We can just hit this button. And he will be annihilated by that, and it does actually drop the kills. I wasn't sure if it made mob drops, but it clearly does. They're just not being sucked up. So that's good. The mob trap, she works perfectly. I will just need A to switch skeletons off and B to put a sign on that button. I appear to have run out of signs. Hop on down here and just check that this mob tank is completely empty. We've got loads of blaze rods though. So that probably means that we need to wait a good long while before we can make any more. I probably need to make these cows a bit more efficient. They're breeding a lot, but not fast enough to keep up with that number of mobs. Plenty of wheat in there though. I'll get that experience, thank you all very much. So what is the plan for the rest of the day? Well, we have... Actually, let's go in and go upstairs because I want to pick up my jetpack, which is in the chest over here, I think? No, this chest. It's here, electric jetpack. Let's run upstairs with it. Because it is, I think, time to finish off this castle. So here we have, ooh, we're at the cloud level. Here we have the rest of the castle, it's all looking very nice, and then you come out this way and there is just this sea of trees. And cliff edges and all of this sort of stuff. So I really need to just get this lot out and build up the walls, because obviously my path coming out the back here, that's no good, it just leads into nowhere, anybody can walk in. My little side entrance is still there. So that's what I am going to do now. I'm going to take my axe and start chopping down, if not every tree, certainly enough to actually build with. So this will take some time, and to be honest, it won't be very exciting. Yeah, I think that one's got to come out. So I'm just going to carry on with this for a little while. I do love this axe. And I shall see you very shortly. Okay, so welcome back. It's taken quite some time, but I have gotten most of these trees down. If we fly up, you can see that that hill is looking a whole lot more bare than it used to. You can also see that lava pit more clearly now. If we come down, there's some interesting little holes, and this thing is quite interesting. It is a little caverny bit. I've not actually been under here, but it just comes out here, does it? So that's... I hadn't actually noticed that the lava had done that to a tree. That'll need tidying up. So we have this area. This will be the extent of the castle, because this is the extent of the hill. There's quite a nice lake there as well. Before, what happens over here? Does it enter into the sea? No, that'll be the river we walk down, won't it? Right at the start. Episode 1 or 2 or whatever it was. So we just need to build this area up, really. And I don't really know exactly how I'm going to do that. And I don't really know exactly why that is like that. But I just thought we could get a few blocks down for this episode because, as I always say, we've had a few quite techie episodes, so it's good to get back to a bit of building. Proper Minecraft. Build various weird shapes. Now, how far over do I want this to come? I think I really actually want it here. This wall. So those blocks back there are in the wrong place. I do love these legs, I really do, but they do actually make building quite hard because you jump up too high. So I might just take them off. It is the legs that let you jump, isn't it? No, it's the feet. It's both together. I could turn my jump assist off, but I have... Oh, hang on, it's my jetpack, isn't it? And this is where a zombie walks out and promptly kills me. And I'm getting caught up on those vines. Legs, feet. Okie dokes. Let us go for a jetpack and feet. It's a very blue wooded tree there. Okay, so is this about the extent to where I want to go? I think I want to bring this out all the way down to about here. Where have all my bricks gone? I had a handful of bricks. And now I don't. Okay, am I just going mad? Did I just use up my last brick and not notice? Yep, thought that was in the wrong place. So, is this far enough out? One more, I think. One more from here, or is that... No, I think this one's right. So it's going to come along here, just like this. Just wanting to get it far enough down the hill, basically. Oh, vines, you are so annoying. It's very, very uneven terrain. So essentially what I'm going to do now is box this area in. I think I'm actually going to follow the line of the hill and come along and under here. So once again, I think I'm going to cut out at this point and come back when I have done it. Okay, so it has taken quite a bit of time this, but we are getting somewhere. You can see that I have built some sort of a wall, or at least marked one out, which is running all the way around the edge of this little bit. It runs out, sort of curves in around there. Just like that. Although that does cut out quite steeply, I might just change that slightly. So we are nearly there. Obviously the walls need to be built up, but the other thing which this needs is some towers, and obviously based on the sort of towers which I have built, I'm building round towers for this castle. So obviously I think there needs to be, I hope my jetpack doesn't run out, a big one about here, sort of guarding the end. And I'm thinking there also needs to be another little one, sort of just sticking out somewhere in the middle here. So let's try and get back on this tree, and that will be the next problem. Okay, so my jetpack isn't doing too badly, 197. It doesn't actually use it that much, does it? So let's fly over to the end. Right, let's have a look at how wide this actually is. This tree is going to have to go, unfortunately, isn't it? Let's get it out. Hopefully that's high enough. It was. Oops. The fun of taking trees out. It is... there it is. Pretty much non-existent, isn't it? Right, I'll be able to get this all out from down here, won't I? He says, all except for that. Right, nearly there. Get all of you out. And look at what we have, because we have quite a big area here, and it probably really wants to centre, what, somewhere about here? That's a torch. That is some stone bricks. So what is that from the edges? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to that side. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to that side. But that side is curving anyway. What is it to the front? This is a very odd shape, really. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's actually 12 to that as well. So what will happen if it goes out an extra 3 that way? I think that will be a bit too big. Obviously it's going to cut back in here. So what happens if I... Let's think. 12, 12, 12. It'll send it 3 out that way, but I want to send it out a bit wider on that face, I think. Though maybe 12 would be okay. Perhaps 13 would be better, though. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the centre of the tower to be actually there. He says failing to click. Failing abysmally to click. Right, send it out to 13. The big problem is this is a tiny bit wider on this side. So it'll go out 2 more. Yeah, I think that'll work. How much further does that go out? That is pretty much on the edge of it, isn't it? Sun is going down. I think what I'm going to do is go and actually sleep it off. Sleep on this overnight, and then come back, let's get my legs back on, in the morning. So I'll see you then. Okay then, we are back and running upstairs to take another look at this. So we were thinking that this has left a bit on the top for some reason. There it is. Thank you, tree. Right, we were thinking a 13 by 13 either side, weren't we? So where will that take us to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The middle of the tower, this side will be here. That's quite far out. I might want to bring it 1 in from that point, I think. Yeah, I don't like that. I want it to be here. And we are going to need lots and lots of bricks for this. So if we build it out to here, that makes this the centre of the tower. I will make my mind up. Let's dig these down a bit. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is going to come out to here, which I think is quite reasonable given that goes out to there. That wall, and coming this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've lost count, haven't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 1 more. So this will be, this here tree will be the centre of this wall. So 13 plus 13 is 26, plus the centre one, I've made this one which is centred, will make it 27. So I have a handy dandy little thing to look at here, which is going to tell me that I need to go 3 then 3. So I'm just literally going to follow this. 3. I'll have to dig this out a bit. Then 3. Yep, just like that. Get these back into my hand. Then 1. Then 2. Which is quite interesting. Yep, then 2. Then 1. Then 3. Right, get that foundation out so that I can have a nice stable base for my tower. And then 3 will take us to this, which is correct. Okay, so it will look like that. I think that will look okay, actually. So coming out here on this side, and was that a 3? I think so, but I'm underneath another tree. A big old oak tree by the looks of it. A 1, so this is the 3. I don't want to just completely take them out because I do, as you can quite well know, is that right? Like to build around the trees if possible. Yeah, that is right. Fantastic. And we are back here, which I think is the one we started at. It is. So there is our tower, if you can see it, for all the other rubbish. It makes it look lopsided because of everything else in, but I think that'll look pretty good. Right, we also need to put a little tower, which I think I want to centre probably just 1 back on top of this cavern. Or maybe 2 back. But this one's going to be fairly small. I think I'll make it, say, about... Well, if I make it an 11, actually, I could centre it about here. Because then it will go forward by 5, won't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5 will just take it 1 forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's fine, I don't mind it not being in there. And then it will almost catch that, won't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So drag it just this way by a couple to there. And put it out by perhaps more than 5 then. Shall we take it out, make it a 13, take it out by 6 on each side. That will take us to 2, 4, 6. Yeah, that'll do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be here. Okay, and I want to go 2 this way. Go away, go away, go away, go away. Right. Where were we? 2 this way. Then I want to come back in and go 2 this way. Like that. Hang on, where am I? I have gone wrong. I want to go another 1 this way. And then I go another 1 this way and this way. Like that. Then I go in another 1 here, and that is my centre. So this one is all 2s. So 1, 2, 1. 1, 2. Come on. 1, 2, 1. This is where I get blown up by a creeper, isn't it? 2. And that should be in line with that, which it isn't because it is there. No, is that the centre? I've got so many stupid little posts about. That is the centre here. And then 1, 2, 1, 2, just encasing this tree by looks of it. 1, 2, 1, 2. This is another centre post. Yes, it is. 1, 2, 1, 2. Then drop down into the cavern. At that point, do 2 there. And then 2 up to the post, which is here. That has done 3 up to the post, I believe, because I did not come in and out again. Well done me. I had to go wrong at some point, of course. So that has gone forward by 2. This will go forward, in fact, by another 1 to there. That will go forward to there. And this one comes out to here. And then at long last, I think we have something which works. So again, it's hard to see because of all the misplaced blocks, but we have 2 very big circles there, which I'm pretty happy with. So that will be it for this episode, guys. Between this episode and the next, I will actually build these up and make it into a proper area. Because, to be honest, not that exciting, is it? So, thank you very much for watching. Next episode, we will be getting on with something else. But until then, goodbye.